See, as I told you, we are preparing the cash flow statement. So cash transaction जितने भी होंगे वो ये इसमें स्टेटमेंट में आएंगे. अदरवाइज क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन, नॉन कैश ट्रांजेक्शन वो किधर भी नहीं आएगा. So we have seen the sales cash we have taken, credit sales we have ignored that. Same as good as sales, purchase time same is. Cash purchases it will come, credit purchases you have to ignore it. After that you have to take a wages because you have genuinely paid the wages to the worker. After that depreciation on plant, as I told you, depreciation is non-cash expenses for the businessman. And the depreciation means reduction in the value of fixed asset. So actually ये पैसा बाहर जाता नहीं है, मेरे यहाँ से कैश आउटफ्लो नहीं हो रहा है, so will not record it. Salary we have to pay to the employee. After that we have to discuss is loss on sale of plant and profit on sale of long investment. There is a loss and there is a profit. Okay. Sale of plant, it's not my business expenses. It's not my business loss. You can say, because if I, for example, say, agar mera, just take an example of cloth. Okay. I have a business of cloth. So buying and selling of cloth. Okay. So भाई ये सिचुएशन में अगर आपने अपना कोई प्लांट था आपका, वो आपने बेचा, वहां से अगर आपको लॉस हुआ, so it's not your business income. Clear? It's not your business income. So if it is not your business income expenses, so it will not come in operating profit, in your operating cash flow. Clear? अगर ये लॉस ऑन सेल ऑफ प्लांट और प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट, अगर ये आपका बिजनेस का नहीं है, मतलब मैं आपको बोलूं कि ये प्लांट बेच के पैसे कमाना मेरा बिजनेस नहीं है, इन्वेस्टमेंट करते रहना, उसको बेचना, फिर प्रॉफिट कमाना, ये भी मेरा बिजनेस नहीं है. ओके. सिर्फ ये अगर आपका ये बिजनेस नहीं है तो आप ये बिजनेस ट्रीट नहीं कर सकते, बिकॉज ऑपरेटिंग एक्टिविटी इज डे टू डे ऑफ बिजनेस ट्रांजेक्शन. जहाँ पे बिजनेस ट्रांजेक्शन हो रहा है वही आपको रिकॉर्ड करना है. सो योर डे टू डे ट्रांजेक्शन इट विल कम्स टू ओवर हियर. क्लियर? सो वी हैव इग्नोर्ड दिस 3 items. We have ignored depreciation on plant, we have ignored loss on sale of plant, ignore profit on sale of long term investment, you have to ignore it. Clear? So this is your solution. This is a solution. You have to take only cash transaction. Cash sales 9 lakh, cash received from customer, it's given in the adjustment 6 lakh rupees. So total revenue from operation is 15 lakh. Okay. So after that, you have to less your cash purchases from that amount, cash paid to your supplier, cash expenses, or you have paid the wages, salary, whatever amount you have paid. Depreciation will not come over here because it's a non-cash expenses. Okay, for the businessman you can say. And it's not your business loss from your plant, selling of plant, and it's not your business income, that's your receive profit on sale of investment, you can say. Okay, that's why we have ignored that. Clear everyone? किसी को डाउट है इसमें? Okay, we'll see next. Indirect method. This is a question of indirect method, you can say. Example 2, indirect method. So in the indirect method, you have to do is, I have given you the adjustment over here first. Paid during the year, that is 2,50,000. After considering the following items. Okay. तो आपको नेट प्रॉफिट तो दिया हुआ ही है, 2,50,000 आपको नेट प्रॉफिट दिया हुआ है. एज आई टोल्ड यू कि इन द इनडायरेक्ट मेथड यू हैव टू स्टार्ट विद योर नेट प्रॉफिट अमाउंट. ओके. So they have given you the 4 adjustment more in the first adjustment. Depreciation on fixed asset, amortization of goodwill. We have already discussed the depreciation will come on tangible asset and amortization will come to indirect tangible asset. Okay. Third is transfer to general reserve. Fourth is profit on sale of land. After that, they have provided the current asset and current liability in the next box. You can see there is 3 current asset and 1 current liability. Debtor is your current asset. First, you have to find your current asset and current liability. Debtor is your current asset. After that, creditor is your current liability. and the bill receivable and prepaid expenses both are current asset. Clear everyone? So now you have to see over here, that is your increasing in cash, increasing in debtor, increasing a creditor or decreasing. You have to check. Okay, you can see over here, there is a 2018 and 2019. So 2018 is your opening balance and 2019 is your closing balance, because 2018 it comes first. Clear? So you have to see over here, debtor was receivable, the 15,000 was receivable from your debtor on first, in the opening year 2018, you can say 15,000 was receivable, but in the year end 2019 it comes to 12,000. That means you can say that 3,000 you have been received. Clear? Hello?
No, no.
See, अगर आप बोल रहे हो जैसे कि डेटर इज योर 15,000 was receivable from your customer on 1st April 2018, you can say 31st on 31st March 2019 it comes to 12,000. Okay, so it decreases of rupees 3,000. That means you can say that you have received the amount. Once you receive that, cash inflow in the business. Clear? So you have to add over there. 3,000 add करना है. ठीक है? Next, creditor. In the opening, creditor was 10,000. Creditor means I have to pay something to the supplier. Creditor means supplier. That means in the opening 10,000, I have to pay 10,000 to your supplier. In the year, closing year, 31st March 2019, it comes to 15,000. That means I have purchases more. I have made purchases more of rupees 5,000. That means increases in creditor. Clear हो रहा है? It increases in creditor. So you have to see over here. Oh, I have made this something wrong. 1 second. There was some mistake. I have corrected that. Okay. So I have changed the year over here. यहाँ पे मैंने year change किया है. I have taken the year wrongly over here. So for amount of first column of amount, that is your closing, and second column is your opening. So you have to think from that side. Okay. जैसे कि डेटर ओपनिंग, सी लास्ट अमाउंट का जो लास्ट कॉलम है यहाँ पे 2018 इज योर ओपनिंग एंड 2019 इज योर क्लोजिंग. तो अभी आपको ऐसे सोचना पड़ेगा कि डेटर जो है इन द ओपनिंग वाज 12,000 and the closing 31st March 2019 is 15,000. That means you're increasing in current asset. So it comes to increasing in current asset, you have to less because cash goes out, or you can say not cash goes out, or you can say the goods goes out. One and the same only. Clear? So you have to think from that side. यहाँ पे मैंने पहले यहाँ पे ईयर 2018 लिखा था, जहाँ पे 2019 लिखा है अभी करंटली, उसको ईयर चेंज किया है मैंने यहाँ पे, तो आपको उस एंगल से सोचना है अभी. तो फर्स्ट कॉलम जो होगा वो आपको क्लोजिंग दिया होगा एंड सेकंड कॉलम जो है वो ओपनिंग दिया होगा. क्लियर हुआ? तो अभी आपको उसके हिसाब से सोचना है. सो क्रेडिटर का आप सोच सकते हो कि क्रेडिटर का जो ओपनिंग है वो 15,000 है. मतलब in the year of opening there was a 15,000 I have to pay to supplier, but at the end of the year 31st March 2019 there is a 10,000. That means I have paid 5,000 to my supplier. That means cash goes out, so you have to less over here. Clear? Decrease in current liability, you have to less because cash goes out. Clear हुआ? Means increasing in current asset and decreasing in current liability, you have to less. That means first both will be less over here. Clear? After that, bill receivable, there is no opening bill receivable was 10,000 and closing bill receivable is 8,000. दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? 2018 के कॉलम में है वो आपका ओपनिंग है, 2019 जो है आपका क्लोजिंग है. So bill receivable जो opening था वो 10,000 था. Bill receivable is as good as your debtor amount. That means you have receivable from your debtor, that is 10,000 rupees. And in the closing side, you can see there is a 8,000 rupees. That means you can say there is a decrease in bill receivable. So you can say that you have received that difference amount, that is 2,00,000 rupees. क्लियर हुआ? So यहाँ पे अज्यूम करना है कि बिल रिसीवेबल का पैसा आ गया होगा, बिकॉज ओपनिंग 10,000 था, क्लोजिंग 8,000 है, so difference is 2,000. That means you have to assume that you have received that 2,000. So cash flow, cash inflow in the business, so you have to add that amount. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Prepaid expenses, same as good as that only. It was 6,000 rupees. Prepaid expenses, what do you mean by prepaid expenses? You have paid something in extra and the service is receivable. Service or goods is receivable. Clear? Prepaid expenses means you have paid in advance, you can say, and the service or goods is receivable. So here you can say in the opening it was 6,000 and in the closing is 4,000. That means you can say the service or goods you have received that amount of rupees 2,000. That is decrease in prepaid expenses. As good as bill receivable only, same. बिल रिसीवेबल और प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस आपका कम हो रहा है, मतलब आपने रिसीव कर लिया है. अब बिल रिसीवेबल में बोल सकते हैं दैट यू हैव रिसीव इन कैश 2,000 रुपीज, बट यू कैन से इन प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस दैट यू हैव रिसीव 2,000 का एक्सपेंस सर्विस और गुड्स, यू कैन से नॉट कैश, बिकॉज आपने पैसा तो पहले ही पे करके रखा हुआ है, सर्विस मिलना बाकी था और गुड्स मिलना बाकी था, बिकॉज एनीथिंग रिसीवेबल इन फ्यूचर इट्स कॉल्ड एसेट. क्लियर हुआ? So now what you have to do is you have to add this. So this is the solution. As I told you, you have to start with your profit amount. So here in the first line, adjustment in first line, profit made during the year is 2,50,000. That is your profit. So you have to start with your profit. So this is your profit amount, 2,50,000. Clear everyone? So after that, this is the 4 adjustment downside after the profit. Depreciation on fixed asset. As I told you, this is the non-cash expenses, but these are expenses, right? So you have to add over there as a expenses. Amortization of goodwill, same goes good as depreciation. Transfer to general reserve, same good as that only, because general reserve में आप ट्रांसफर कर रहे हो, ये आपका एक्सपेंसेस हो रहा है, प्रॉफिट कम हो रहा है, एक्सपेंसेस बढ़ रहा है, आप ये जेब से दूसरे जेब में पैसा डाल रहे हो, इन शॉर्ट. Because profit also it's a general, it goes to reserve and surplus account only. Okay, and you are transferring the amount to general reserve only. मतलब आप एक जेब से दूसरे जेब में ही पैसा डाल रहे हो, आप assume करो. So depreciation is your expenses, amortization of goodwill it's your expenses, and transfer to general reserve ये भी आपका expenses है. So you have to add these 3 things: 10,000, 5,000, and 7,000. So here you can see that profit was 2,50,000. You have to add the 7,000 as a transfer to general reserve. After that, you have to add 10,000 as a depreciation, 5,000 as a amortization goodwill. यहाँ पे ये लोग ने पहले ट्रांसफर टू जनरल रिजर्व का ऐड करके फिर अलग से लिया, ऐसा कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन ऐड 3 ऑफ एक साथ भी आप कर सकते हो. 2,50,000 लिखा, फिर तीनों को 10, 5, 10,000, 5,000 एंड 7,000 आप एक्स्ट्रा ले लो, तीनों एक साथ इनर कॉलम में, फिर बाहर आउटर कॉलम में आप एक साथ लेके जा सकते हो. That is 2,72,000. Your profit was 2,50,000. As in the question, they have told like they have made a transfer to general reserve. They have transferred 7,000 rupees. This is your expenses. You have to add depreciation is your expenses and amortization also it's your expenses. Both are non-cash, but it's expensive. So you have to add in this. Clear? Okay. So after that, you will get your amount is 2,72,000. Okay. Go in the question. Fourth adjustment is profit on sale of land. It's not अगर मैं आपको बोलूं कि हम लोग डायरेक्ट मेथड सॉल्व कर रहे होते तो हम लोग इसको इग्नोर ही करते, बट वी आर सॉल्विंग इनडायरेक्ट मेथड. सो इन इनडायरेक्ट मेथड यू हैव टू टेक ऑल द एक्सपेंसेस एंड ऑल द इनकम आल्सो ओवर हियर. ओके, क्योंकि अगर डायरेक्ट मेथड में तो हम लोग ने डेप्रिसिएशन को भी इग्नोर किया था. क्लियर हो रहा है? So here you can see that profit on sale of land is 3,000 rupees. So this is your income. So you can less over here. Profit on sale of land, but it's not your business income. That's why I'm less from here over here. Because net profit से start तो कर रहे हो आप, लेकिन जो business का expenses नहीं है, फिर भी आपने उसको add किया है. ठीक है, आपका जो business का expenses है 2,50,000, अगर तो भी आपने उसको add किया है, because it's not your business expenses, then too you have less than. So now we have to add back over here. Clear? And profit on sale of land, it's not your business income, and then too you have add in your profit, so now you have to less over here. So it will comes to 2,69,000, and we have already discussed about this. Increasing in debtor and decreasing creditor you have to less, and decrease in bill receivable, decrease in prepaid expenses you have to add, assuming that you have received a cash. Clear? So you will get your cash flow from operating activity. Clear? किसी को कोई डाउट है इसमें? Okay. So we'll complete over here operating activity.